Welcome, listeners. You are listening to Tea Talk Show. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the program. Hello, everyone. Good morning, and welcome once again to Tea Talk Show. And of course, it's the 8th segment of Tea Talk Show, and I'm so happy. I'm really excited to be live on the show today. And I would like to welcome everyone that is live with me on today's show. Today we'll be discussing a very important topic, eyes infection, and it's going to be awesome because we're going to be learning a lot. Questions in our hearts is going to be attended to, and that is why it's very important that we pay attention all through today's episode. Okay, first off, I have fun facts about health today. Number one, laughing is good for the heart and can increase blood flow by 20%. Research shows that laughing is very, very good for your heart, that when you laugh, your heart, it increases blood flow by 20%. So it's important that we take laughing serious. If you don't laugh, please try and ensure that you laugh well now from now on, because laughing increases blood flow. That's a fun fact. And secondly, according to the research by Harvard schools, they brought out a kind of study that shows that the negative side of coffee is that it contains caffeine in it, and there's this, despite the negative sides, there's the positive sides to coffee, to drinking coffee. That is, research shows that women who take 2 to 4 cups of coffee per day are less likely to commit suicide. And apart from that, people who take coffee per day, 2 to 4, they have a low risk of depression. It actually lowers risk of depression. So whenever you take coffee, have it at the back of your mind that despite the fact it has negative sides, it also have the positive side. And the positive side is that when you take 2 to 4 cups per day, it helps to lower the risk of depression. And women who take coffee, 2 to 4 cups of coffee per day, they are less likely to commit suicide. Are you just joining us on the program?
Thank you for joining us live.
Presently live on Tea Talk Show. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the remaining parts of today's program. Okay, thank you so much. If you are just joining me live on the show today, please, we love you to introduce yourself on the comments box. Please feel free to drop your response. Feel free to say something on the comments box today. Okay, during the course of the week, like I said, today we will be discussing eye infection. During the course of the week, our correspondent Oluwanifemi Kemi, she went around within Ogun State in Nigeria to interview people as regarding their eyes, if they take good care of their eyes, things that they should just ask people around about eyes. Let's hear the report from Oluwanifemi Kemi.
All right, good afternoon, listeners at home. You're welcome to the 8th segment of TikTok Show once again. As you know, TikTok Show is always going around to interview people on various issues of life. So today we're also going around to interview people on their eyes and how they've always been taking care of their eyes, the care of your eyes. To some people, they believe that a part of the body is superior or important to the other. So what's people's opinion about the eyes? How important is the eyes, and how do we care for the eyes? At the moment, I have a lady here with me. Good afternoon, sis.
Good afternoon.
Can I meet you, ma?
I'm Frederick Mercy.
Okay. Please, I would like to know if you agree with me that the eyes is the most important part of the body.
Yeah, eyes is the most important part of the body.
Okay, thanks for that. So, how do you care for your eyes? What are the things you do in order to care for the eyes?
Okay, like firstly, I care for my eyes,
Okay,
but probably is very very important. But sometimes you have to like you make use of the eyes to see to watch movie.
okay,
Like when it's late at night, you
okay,
go back to bed. Maybe you just watch film to like for like 2 or 3 hours. You go back to your bed. Then taking care of the eyes is when you feel pain in the eyes, you
okay,
can go to the doctor. They'll
okay,
prescribe the drugs for you.
okay,
Then if you the eyes is aching you, or it's like you have a scratch in the eyes, you can use all this. Like now my grandma gave me, like when I was when my eyes was aching me, it was seriously swelling, and I ran to the hospital. They gave me drugs, of which the drugs did not just kill the pain, but
okay.
the thing did not like heal
It
the.
wasn't efficient
Yeah, it
enough.
was not efficient enough to like heal the swelling. So my
Okay.
grandma have to give me a native this thing
Medicine.
medicine to
Okay.
put on it. So
Okay.
that was how. And very eyes is very very important
Okay.
for
Okay.
human.
Okay. So let me ask you this, Mercy. How often, like, what are the things you do regularly in order to care for your eyes? Probably the things you do regularly to protect your eyes, the things you do regularly that has become a routine for you on your eyes.
Actually it's not always. I
Okay.
It's something like maybe when you feel like
Okay. So
maybe
you are saying you don't have a
I don't
regular
actually
routine in
have the
taking care
idea of.
of your
I don't,
eyes.
but I normally I do take care of my eyes due
Okay.
to this sun issue.
Okay.
So I do put on, when there is sun like this, I put on spectacle.
Okay.
So that's how I do
Okay.
take care of
Okay.
my
Okay.
eyes.
Thanks so much for that.
Uh,
We've heard from Mercy that the thing she do is to visit the clinic whenever she's having an ache in her eyes. Whenever the eyes is swelling, she takes proper care of her eyes. But we've heard from her that she doesn't do a regular routine, probably taking care of her eyes on a regular basis. I also have a woman here with me. Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, ma.
Can I meet you, ma?
I'm Olufunke Pekolia.
Okay, please, I would like to know if you agree with me that the eyes is the most important part of the body.
Of course, yes. Eyes is one of the most sensitive part of the body.
Okay.
And we can see that eyes is the sense of sight.
Okay.
You might not have any organ of the body, but eyes is very, very important.
Okay.
The person that is blind or has no eyes, just like the person just there,
Okay.
the life will be meaningless to the person. So
Okay.
eyes is one of the most sensitive parts of the body.
Oh, thanks for that wonderful part. So, for the time being, how have you been taking care of your eyes? What are the things you do in order to protect or care for your eyes?
There's a lot of things that I do to protect my eyes,
Okay.
especially when I heard this that is good for the eyes,
Okay.
this and that, so I make use of it. And physically, let me start with that. Unlike me, it's not good to be closer to the screen, whether television screen or computer screen.
Okay.
It's either someone use glasses if you know that you want to be close to any of the screen,
Okay.
or you are far from it.
Okay.
Then too much bright lights.
Okay.
It should be avoided.
Okay.
Then in the afternoon when there is too hot sun, you can put on the sunglasses. That is what I do to protect my eyes physically. Then there's a lot of things that I eat
Okay.
in order to protect the eyes.
Okay.
Unlike Yoruba used to say that locust bean,
Okay.
like iru, is good for the eyes.
Yes.
Then I so much like it, even than any other spices. Then aside that, there's a lot of fruits that are good for
The
eyes,
eyes.
for the
Okay.
eyes, that someone can be eating, like spinach, then the juices from the guava,
Okay.
and all those vegetables. There's
So
a lot
you do
of
a lot of
yes,
that. You eat a lot in
yeah,
order to care for
a
the
lot
eyes.
to protect
Okay.
my eyes.
Okay, let me ask you. From the past, have you ever had any eyes issues?
No, I don't really have serious eyes issue. The only
Okay.
thing is that, except for reading.
Okay.
So if a letter is too tiny, I may not be able to read it.
Okay, so I would say all that you've been doing, you are only following the saying that prevention is better than cure.
Yes.
It is better to prevent having an eye issue than having the issue and trying to cure it.
It's better. So
Okay.
I don't have any issue than that.
Okay, thanks so much, Miss Peculiar. I'm grateful for that. To our listeners, we've heard from the two speakers. So the first speaker, Mercy, said she's always visiting the clinic whenever she has eyes issues, and then there was a time she visited her grandmother, which she gave her a local medicine, and that actually healed her. And we've heard from the second speaker that she eats a lot of fruits, she avoids bright screen, and she avoids too much closeness to the screen, and then she eats a lot of vegetables in order to prevent her eyes from getting damaged. Though she has not had any eyes issues, but she's standing on that saying that prevention is better than cure. So we'll say a very big thank you to our listeners for listening to us. I remain Oluwanifemi from Ogun State, reporting for TikTok Show.
Okay, thank you so much, Luani Femi, for that report from Ogun State. Yes, the woman was standing on the point that prevention is better than cure. So today on the show with my guest, Dr. Michael, we're gonna be learning the causes, the symptoms. We're gonna be attending to questions people sent to me as regarding this same topic. And of course, if you still have other questions as regarding it, please I will advise you drop your questions on the comments box, as my guests will be responding to them on the comments box. Okay, we'll take a short break now, and when I'm back, I'll be back with my guests. Don't go alone. Don't sit alone to listen to this. Invite your friend, call someone around, and let's enjoy the show together. Don't go away, please. Are you just joining us on the program? You are welcome. Presently live on TikTok Show. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the remaining part of today's program. Hello everyone, good morning once again, and welcome to another episode on TikTok Show, the Earth segment. And today we'll be discussing eye infection. Have you ever wondered that most times nowadays it's hard for you to see a young person without glasses? It's hard for you to see a young person without having issues with their eyes, which was not like that during the time of our fathers, during the older generation. They hardly have issues of eyes until old age, but nowadays almost everybody is having eyes issue. What exactly is causing that? What's the change? What's happening? What's causing eye infection? That's what we'll be discussing today, and I won't be doing that alone. I have my guest on the show today, Miss Dr. Michael Afrifa from Ghana. Yes, he's an holistic practitioner. He's an holistic health practitioner at Ever Youth Alternative Health Center in Ghana, and he's the CEO of Wellness Support Group also. So I'm having the privilege to host him on the show today. Dr. Michael Afrifa, you are welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much, my dear. It's a privilege to be on your show.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Please, sir, can you say hello? Can you greet my listeners out there, sir?
Okay, all right.